Good morning, student. How are you? Hope that all of you are fine. I am also fine. I am Saiful Islam, lecturer of mathematics, Milestone College. Welcome all of you to my online class. Today I will discuss your higher math exercise 7. So please all of you open your book, page number 155. Today is the second lecture of this exercise. So we will start it from 12. 12 number question, all of you please look at the book. Find the sum of the n term of the series given below. There are two questions, 1 and 2. I will solve one and you will do yourself one at your home. So let's start one number question. 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus 7777, like this. This series is 777, 777, like this. It is increasing. So how can you find out the sum of this series? We will show it now. Look at the board, all of you please. Let the sum of the n term of the given series be as n. The given series is infinite series, so we take the sum of n term up to n term and let the sum of the n term is as n. So we can denote it as n equal to 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus ... up to nth term. Now look, we can take 7 common from this series for every term. From every term we can take 7 common. So 7, it will be 1 plus 11 plus 111 plus ... like this. Now look, again we can multiply this series by 9. At first we have taken 7 common from the every term of this series. Now we will multiply every term by 9. So if we multiply every time, the sum become unequal. So if you want to make it equal, you should divide it by 7. Divide 7 and multiply 7. So it will be equal, balance. So each term will be 999, then 999, then 9099, like this up to n term. Now this 9 you can write 10 minus 1. 9 you can write 10 minus 1, 99, 100 minus 1, 999, 1000 minus 1, like this. So 10 minus 1, 99, 100 minus 1, 999, 1000 minus 1, it is going up to n term. Now there is two type of number over there. One is additive and another is negative. I mean subtraction, addition and subtraction. So we can make them separate. So what is this additive number? 10, 100, 1000. This we can make separate, and minus 1 we can make another group. So 10, 100, 1000, it will going up to n term, and minus 1, that is, it will be plus 1 because we have taken minus as a common. So it will be plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, and it is going up to n term. Now easily you can tell the sum of this series. There are how many? 1. There is nth number of 1. So the sum of this series is n, and we will find out the sum of this series. This is a geometric series. Look, 10, then 100, then 1000, then 10,000. So this is a geometric series. Easily we can find out the sum of these two series. That's why we had do this type of system. Okay, let's look. 7 by 9, that is 7 by 9, and 10. We can take common 10 from this here. We can take 10 common from this term, upper term, that is 10. So this is 1 plus 10 plus 100, and it become a geometric series. And what is the sum of this? 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to n term. I have told the sum of this series is only n. So minus n. So this line become now this line. Now look, you can multiply 7 10 just 70 by 9. And this is a geometric series. And do you know what is the sum of the geometric series? if you want to know the sum of the geometric series, at first you should know the first term a. First term a is equal to 1 and common ratio r, that is 10 divided by 1, 10, and number of term is n. Number of term is n. So what is the sum of this series? That is Sn equal to a into r to the power n minus 1 r minus 1. This is the formula of the sum of the series. So here a is 1 and r is 10, and we don't know the value of n, so that is n minus 1 r minus 1, that is 10 minus 1. And this 7 by 9 multiply with this n also, because this 7 by 9 is the common for this whole portion. So you should multiply n also 7 by 9. That will be 7n by 9. Now multiply this. It will be 70 by 9 and it will be 10 to the power n minus 1, 10 to the power n minus 1, nothing to do. 10 minus 1, 9, and that one is also nonsense. Now multiply this 9 with this. 9 9s are 81, 70 by 81, and 10 to the power n minus 1 minus 7n by 9. This is the sum of this series. Similarly, you can find out the, you can solve question number 2 of problem number 12. So hope that all of you solve it yourself. Dear student, now we will discuss about 13 number question. Impose a condition on x under which the infinite series, it is given a series, will have a sum to infinity, and find that sum. We know all the infinite series has no sum. Some condition should be applied to get the sum, or with some condition we get the sum of the infinite series. Now here we find out the condition for x, that is for which value of the x this infinite series has a sum, we will determine that one. So let's start. Look at the board. Given first term a equal to 1 by x plus 1. Look at the question. First term is 1 by x plus 1 and second term is 1 by x plus 1 whole square. So what is the common ratio? Common ratio are equal to second term divide first term. We can divide any two consecutive term to find out the ratio, common ratio. So if you divide this, you will get 1 by x plus 1. This is the common ratio, that is the value of r. Now we know there exists the infinite sum of the series if modulo r is less than 1. That is minus 1 is less than r less than 1. In this condition, we will get the sum of this series. We will get the infinite sum of this series in this condition. Minus 1 is less than r less than 1. Modulo r is less than 1. That means minus 1 is less than r less than 1. So we know the value of r. Now easily we can find out the condition for the x. Now look, if we put the value of r over there, we can easily find out the condition for x. Look, the value of x is 1 by x plus 1. So minus 1 is less than 1 by x plus 1 is less than 1. Look, minus 1 is less than 1 by x plus 1. That means 1 by x plus 1 is greater than minus 1. This is similar. Minus 1 is less than 1 by x plus 1. That is 1 by x plus 1 is greater than minus 1. We can write it. So inverse it. If you inverse it, it will be x plus 1, and it also will be minus 1 is minus 1, because there is a 1 as an inverse. And if you take the inverse of minus 1 by 1, it will be minus 1. So x, it will be minus 1 minus 1. This minus 1 we can take over there. So it will be x less than minus 2. So the first condition is x is greater than minus 2. Or second condition, 1 by x plus 1 is less than 1. That is x plus 1 is less than 1. That is x is less than 1 minus 1. That is x is less than 0. So the condition for the sum of this infinite series of x, that x should be greater than minus 2 or x should be less than minus 0. Now we will find out the sum of this series. We also find out the sum of this series. Now the sum. We know infinite sum of the series Sn equal to a by 1 minus r. Infinite sum of the series a by 1 minus r, and we know the value of a, we know the value of r, so easily you can find out the sum. The value of a is 1 by x plus 1 and 1 minus r, that is 1 by x plus 1. Now 1 by x plus 1, and if you do the sum of these two, you will get x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 1. Now you can take the reciprocal of this fraction, because this is a division. So you can take the reciprocal of this fraction, that is x plus 1 by x. 1 minus 1, it will be 0, it remain only x, so it will be x plus 1 by x. Cancel these two terms, you will get 1 by x. So the sum is 1 by x. So our answer, there is two answer. One is a condition for the x and another one is sum of the infinite series. Infinite sum of the series. X greater than minus 2 or x is less than 0. This is the condition for x and the sum is 1 by x. So hope that you have understood this math very easily. Now we will solve 14 number question. Actually this question come to for MCQ, so this is too much important. Express each of the given repeating decimal as a rational fraction. We can convert any repeating decimal to the rational number, but here we will convert it by using the sum of the series, by using the formula of the sum of the series, and it is too much easier. Look at the board. Question number 1, 0.27, and there is a 2 dot above the 2 and 7. 2 dot. This is called repeated decimal, because this 2 dot indicate 2 and 7 repeated again and again, it repeat. So 0.27, again 27, again 27, again 27, it is going on up to infinity. Now we can write this number as 0.27 plus 0.0027 plus 0.000027 as a geometric series, as a sum of geometric series. Look, it becomes a sum of geometric series. This is a geometric series whose first term a equal to 0.27 and common ratio r is equal to second term divided by first term, that is 0.01. So we know the first term and we know the common ratio, so we can find out the sum of this series, and that sum must be 0.27 because this indicates the sum of this series. So we can write 0.27 is equal to a by 1 minus r. We know the infinite sum of the series, that is a by 1 minus r. So a, that is 0.27 and 1 minus r, that is 0.01. Subtract it, it will be 0.27 by 0.99. Omitting the decimal, we will get 27 by 99. Now cancel it by 9. 3 9s are 27, 9 11s are 99. So the answer is 3 by 11. So we can say 0.27 repeating fraction decimal is equal to 3 by 11, and 3 by 11 is a rational number, rational fraction. So similarly we will solve here for 4 number. Now 4 number question. Look, it is given 3.0403 and there is a 2 dot at the head of 4 and 3. That means 4 to 3. That is 403. This 3 digit is repeated. 403. This 3 digit repeated again and again. So it becomes 3.0403. Again 403. Again 403. Again 403. Like this, it is going on up to infinity. Now we can write this like this is an integer part, then this fraction, then this 4 digit becomes 0 and this 3 digit. Again 4 plus 3, 7 digit become 0, then this 403, like this. This is a geometric series. This is a geometric series up to n term. Not this 3, not this 3. After 3, this portion is a geometric series of n term. Now if we find out the sum of this series and add 3 with them, we will get the sum of this series, and that is 3.0403. So here this is a geometric series whose first term 0.0403 and common ratio is 0.0000, that is second term divided by first term, that is 0.001. So we know the first term, we know the common ratio, we can find out the sum for this series, and if we add the 3 with that sum, we will get the number 3.0403. Now 3.0403, repeating 4 to 3, 3 plus the sum of the series, and the sum of the infinite sum of the series a by 1 minus r. A is first term, that is 0.0403, and r is the common ratio, that is 0.001, 1 minus r. Now minus it will be 0.999. Now omit the fraction, it will be 403 and 9990. Why this 0? Why this 0? There is no 0, but why this 0? Look, there is 4 digit after decimal. There is 4 digit after decimal, but there is 3 digit after decimal. If you want to remove the decimal, you should balance it. You should take the 4 digit over there. So you can take a 0 over there. So after that you can omit the decimal, and it will be 403 by 9990. That is 3 whole 403 by 9990. This is the rational fraction is equal to the repeating fraction, repeating decimal. Similarly, you can do 2 and 3 at your home. Now we will go to the question number 15. That is a creative question. So you should be more attentive. Now question number 15, that is a creative question. It is given a plus ab square plus dot 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 is a geometric series. What is the 7th term of the series? Question number 1, what is the 7th term of the series? Question number 2, if a equal to 1 and b equal to half, determine the sum to infinite of the series if exist. 3 number, determine the sum of the first n term of the series which is found by placing 3 instead of a, 33 instead of ab, and 333 that is instead of ab square. Okay, now I will solve question number 1 first. Look at the question again. What is the 7th term of the series? So look at the board. It is given the series, geometric series a plus ab square plus dot dot dot. That is infinite number series. So here first term a equal to a, common ratio r equal to ab by a, that is second term divided by first term, that is b. We know n term of a geometric series is a r n minus 1. Nth term of a geometric series, that is a into r to the power n minus 1. A is first term and r is the common ratio. So 7th term of this series is a dot b to the power 7 minus 1. n term n minus 1, 7 term 7 minus 1. So a to the power b, a b to the power 6 is the 7th term of this series. So question number 1 is a is done. Now question number b. Now b number question. Look, if a equal to 1 and b equal to half, determine the sum to infinite of the series if exist. Look here, if we place a equal to 1 and b equal to half, the series become like this: 1 plus half plus 1 by 4 plus dot dot dot. This is a geometric series. The first term of the series is 1, a equal to 1. Common ratio will be second term divided by first term, that is half. This is very much too much important. This is too much important. What is R? Because if you want to find out the infinite sum of a series, you should impose the condition of R. So here R is less than 1. So it means this series has the infinite sum. Since R is less than 1, so there exists infinite sum of the series, and we know the infinite sum is a by 1 minus R. A is 1, R is half. So 1 minus half, that is half. 1 by half, that is 2. So 2 is the infinite sum of this series if a equal to 1 and b equal to half. So now C number question. Look at the question, all of you. Look, if we place a equal to 3, a equal to 3, ab equal to 3, 3, and ab square equal to 3, 3, 3, then it become the series like this: 3 plus 33 plus 333 plus. Already we have solved this at question number 12. Question number 12, we have solved 7 plus 77 plus 777, or 5 plus 55 plus 555, 9 plus 99 plus 999, this type of math. So I think C number you can do this yourself, as like as question number 12. Already I have solved very beginning of this lecture. So student, hope that you have understood my lecture very well, and you will keep yourself, stay home and keep safe yourself. Okay, Allah Hafiz.